this is a little video response to Miss Leah Mouse, who I've been trying to make a video, but I've been finding myself rambling. Part of it is because it is just so hot and humid right now. But I did want to have a chance to do it while I thought about it, or else I'm going to forget and not do it. So, since Leah's been talking about friendships, finding friendship, the definitions, etc., I'm going to tell you something. I can totally identify with this because I've gone through that all my life. Elementary school, I was bullied, I was picked on. High school is more like avoided. It wasn't until university that I connected to other outsiders who were the international students of all things, who are some I still keep in contact with today. Try to get involved in my church in some way, shape, or fashion, but the connections have kind of waned there. And even the ones I really want to connect with, somehow I just never get the contact information. And one thing after another. Even a gaming group. I was a part of that for a while until my boyfriend joined. And then just basically the way they were treating him and how they're being judgmental with him, I really didn't like so much. So I just said, okay, I'm not going to be around this because I don't want to hear that. Even though I consider them my friends and I have other things going on at, on Friday nights now, basically my show. I just still hope to see them. There's a party that we're planning in September, and I'm hoping to invite them, But that's not really the point here. It seems like our idea of what friendships are about, or our definitions have basically changed. Why or how, I don't know. Lately, what I've seen in my own life is people tend to see friendships as a superficial thing, like, well, I can't be friends with you unless I get something from you. And then once I get it, I'm gone. Or if I'm going to give you this, what can you give me in return? And friendship shouldn't be like that. Friendship should be like, your everyday, like, romance or relationship, like, with your boyfriend or lover or whoever. It's something equal, on an equal playing field, on an equal level. It shouldn't be this, gimme, 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 or I'm going to give, because I've been known to do that. It's really about connecting, communicating, being there for each other. But nobody sees it that way anymore. And it's disappointing. Believe me, Leah, with you saying it without saying it, I can understand what you've gone through. I've met less of friends in my life do some stupid reasons. Like, for example, I knew a friend in university who kept saying I should go to Japan. And, because if you don't, it's going to be, it's going to kill me and all da. Well, unfortunately, 2 friends from Japan wouldn't come out of the room because she was scaring them, simply because of the fact that every time they came out, she was asking them questions about Japan and Japanese language because she was studying at the time. And I felt like I was caught in the middle and I had to choose, so I chose them because they're not going to be here in the country for a while. They need I want to leave them with a good impression of being here in the States. And then I had to let my other friends say, hey, you put me in the middle of a situation I didn't want to be in. I'd rather be friends with them than you. And simply stated, I'm just not happy of how you've been treating them. She responds with this diatribe. And then, every time I was around her, it's like she literally put this wall by me. Like I wasn't exist. It's like I was there, but I didn't exist. And if you've ever been around that is like the worst feeling in the world when someone puts that wall there. Trust me. It's horrible. And later on, like 10 years later, I meet up with her with some other group of friends. And the thing I heard about was, well, why did you bring her here? 10 years after the fact, she's still hanging on. 10 years after the fact, she still has the wall. Why the hell would I want to be friends with you if you're going to be like that? That's pretty immature. If you can't let go of that kind of anger because of something stupid, because somebody didn't do what you wanted them to do, and they're hoping to ask for forgiveness, then you don't deserve any friends. You don't deserve that friendship, because that's really being petty and selfish. Then, a friend of mine was dating another friend of mine that I don't remember how they met. They just started happening to hang out with each other somewhere. And that only lasted 1 month because he was controlling her. He was telling her what to do, and she's not the type to do that. I know this because I've known her for a little bit. And basically, I said to him, I ranted on him and ratted him, and I said, dude, This is a friend of mine. You don't do shit to people like that. You don't control. And him and I had back and forth once in a while. We got into tiffs and, I was being too selfish and this and that and the other thing. Well, some of the people he said to me when I hung out with him were bad are still the same people I still contact with and touch and chat with once in a while. And it turns out he was the bad guy because of what he expected from people. And that's the other thing. Even though I want to lower my expectations of people or have no expectations because it would be easier, sometimes I can't, because sometimes the way they are and the way they act just doesn't, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Now, I will say that if you and I were to meet, it would be fun. Yeah, it might be awkward. Yeah, it might be a little, I don't know, but we have quite a few things in common. The way we look at things, we do things that are not the normal. Like, I've been with my boyfriend for like 9, almost 10 years. I haven't gotten married yet. And I'm the least cookie cutter person you're ever going to meet because I don't do things the right way. I do things my way, and they work out better than the cookie cutter way. Now, if you can identify with that, we definitely got a lot in common. But even the things that you're into, some of the things that you're into, the books, reading books, so craftiness, whatever. So, and I'm not just saying, please, I want to meet you, because that would be dumb. That would actually push you away, and I don't want to do that. I'm just saying, I have that story too. I got it. I identify it. You're an outsider like me. Also, us outsiders need to stick together. And anyone else who's an outsider, guess what? We hear you too.